Welcome. So the topic we will discuss in this video is the Russia's not to extend the START treaty. So what we're gonna learn over here, we will learn what exactly is the START treaty and what is the implication of now when the Russia and US have both started to get on the concession and they are both trying to renew this treaty. So we will discuss about it from this perspective. Now another important video I have made like on the same YouTube channel, you can check it out, is about the Open Skies Treaty. So this is again a very related topic. Go ahead and check it out. What is the Open Skies Treaty is all about and what is the importance of US and Russia moving out of it. So let's start and try to understand what is this all about. So US and Russia agree to extend the New START nuclear arms treaty. So just remember what is the New START is all about. It is going to deal with the nuclear arms. And this is something they agreed to extend because it was expiring in February 2021. So its term was expiring in Feb 2021 and that is why both US and Russia have now agreed to extend it. The extension of the Landmarks Arm Control Treaty will continue to limit the number of nuclear missiles and warhead each country can deploy. Now this is the implication. Now because this treaty, both US as well as Russia have signed a pact which means they have to limit the number of nuclear missiles they could have and number of warheads they could have. Now this is again something very important to not escalate the tension between the very two important heavily nuclear powered countries like the US and the Russia. So this treaty is important to limit the deployment of the nuclear missiles and the warhead. Now, what is this treaty? So basically, the New START treaty was signed in 2010 by former US President Barack Obama and his Russian counterpart at the time, Dmitry Medvedev. So by 2010, it was the Dmitry Medvedev who was the president. Right now, it is Putin. So basically, right now, the one who extended the treaty are Putin and Biden in the US. The treaty limits each party to 700 deployed intercontinental ballistic missile, which means the missiles which can actually travel the long distance and are intercontinental. Like US deployment of these missiles could mean that it could attack till Russia, or deployed submarine launched ballistic missile. So basically the total both of the countries could have at any time is 700. Then 1550 nuclear warheads on deployed ICBMs and SLBMs. So submarine and intercontinental ballistic missile, the overall nuclear warhead they could have is the 1550, which means the missiles, the nuclear warhead they could actually carry is only 1550, and 800 deployed and non-deployed ICBM launchers. So basically launchers, how many launchers? Only 800. So this is the limitation under the treaty, or this is the term and condition which has been mentioned under the START treaty. It also envisioned a rigorous inspection regime to verify the compliance. So basically just signing a treaty does not mean a compliance, right? So you have to have a vigilant authority who is actually inspecting and looking or monitoring that whether the terms and condition of the treaty are also adhered to. So this is again something this treaty itself mentioned, that the rigorous inspection prospect would be there. So this is something about the treaty. Now this is something again a topic from your IR perspective. For an example, what is the take on the nuclear deal, how the nuclear missiles has to be controlled. So you can talk about the New START treaty in your mains answer when you are talking about the dangers of the nuclear missile or why the nuclear deal could come into picture. So all these things you have to put into perspective in those regard. Now let's just quickly see how many is actually the nuclear warheads various countries have in 2020. So the world's nuclear armed states possess a combined total of nearly 13,500 nuclear warheads. More than 90% belong to Russia and US. Approximately 9,500 warheads are in military service, the rest awaiting dismantlement. So basically there are also treaties which are talking about the dismantlement of all the nuclear warheads which are present. So in that regard you can see the US, which has like around 5,800, Russia 6,375. So you see over here, these are the two countries which have the 90% of the nuclear warhead. Apart from that, which are the other countries? So we also have the UK, we also have France, Israel is also there, then Pakistan and India, China and North Korea. So these are the countries which have the nuclear warhead, and if you see over here, India is like 150. Then Pakistan has even more than India and 160. China over here has 320. So you can understand the kind of geopolitical scenario India is in. We are surrounded by two heavily nuclear states, and they do not have very friendly relationship with India so far. So we have hostile nuclear embedded countries on our border. So this is again something, that's how the maneuverability of the international relationship or the defense security realm work in India. So you have to remember all these things from that perspective also. So I hope you have understood this video. If you have any doubt, feel free to drop a comment. Thank you.